over the past few years, have you noticed how Latino restaurants, food trucks, and grocery stores have been popping up everywhere? I'm sure I'm not the only one that has noticed this. My hometown is Indianapolis, and every time I head back home, no matter what side of town I'm in, I always see food trucks every corner of every street, and especially Mexican grocery stores everywhere now opening with signs of coming soon, and balloons, and all that good stuff. These Latino owned businesses have been taking over the US. Latino entrepreneurs are changing the food industry drastically in the US. They're also making jobs, boosting local economies, and spreading cultural norms. Not only do these Latino owned businesses serve and sell really tasty food, but they're also important to the economy and culture of American dining. But this didn't happen overnight. According to Forbes, as of 2023, Latino entrepreneurs have established a staggering 5 million businesses across the US, gathering over 800 billion in annual revenue. But this isn't just happening in major cities like Los Angeles, Houston, New York. Latino restaurants and businesses are blooming in smaller towns like Warsaw, Nashville, Ashland, which I'm guessing you guys aren't too familiar or heard of these small towns. Just as Latino food businesses keep growing beyond traditional areas, they're also changing the way they reach customers. Food trucks have become very famous very quickly. They give Latino business owners a way to share their culture without having to pay a lot of money to open a regular restaurant. Like, for example, having to get a lease, paying rent, bills, getting a liquor license. It's more of a hassle, in my opinion. So, here, I have a map of the US showing Mexican restaurants in the US per 10,000 residents. Here you can clearly see on the left side of the map where California is, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico. It's more on the darker side. And on the right side, it's more lighter. But overall, you can see that Mexican restaurants are everywhere. Like, you can't avoid them. They're You can go on your phone and just see that they're 10, 15 minutes away. Latino food trucks, grocery stores, and restaurants aren't just expanding, but they're also influencing the way Americans eat. Tacos de asada, al pastor, pupusas, arepas, mole. And these are just the ones I can think on top of my head have been becoming very popular across the country. Even big fast food chains are adding Latino inspired dishes to their menu. As Latino food businesses grow, they have an effect on a lot more than just food. These companies are making jobs, helping local economies, and connecting people in the community in strong ways. These Latino food businesses run by Latinos are creating a tremendous amount of jobs and bringing people together. According to an article called Sabores Poder, Latino food businesses have created more than 3 million jobs in all of the United States. That's a lot of jobs. Latino food companies have a big effect on the economy and on a society as a whole, but they do face some problems along the way. Even though Latino businesses are growing, many of them still face problems like not being able to get enough capital, language barriers, and not finding their way around the complicated rules and regulations. It's hard for these entrepreneurs to do well in these situations, even though they are changing the food industry. But despite these challenges, Latino food businesses continue to thrive and adapt. Latino food businesses are changing quickly to keep up with new trends and keeping true to their roots. A few examples are birria ramen and Korean barbecue tacos that combine traditional Latin flavors with flavors from other countries. But at the same time, more and more people want healthy and environmentally friendly choices. As a result, many Latino restaurants now serve gluten-free and plant-based dishes, which is really nice. On the other hand, these businesses are growing outside of Latino neighborhoods. They're also doing very well in the suburbs and country areas where real taquerias, bakeries, and markets are becoming very popular. Some examples are the Agave Bar, El Rodeo, Pancho's Taqueria, which are located in Fishers, which is not really a restaurants you would really see down there. With the rise of food trucks and restaurants, Latino entrepreneurs can get into the business for a low cost. At the same time, social media sites like Instagram and TikTok have become strong ways to get customers. I've seen a lot on my For You page of a lot of recommended Mexican restaurants or Guatemalan restaurants, so I definitely have them saved. Latino food businesses are changing and growing, and their effects go beyond just adding new taste and ways to eat. It's more than just getting a tasty meal. When you support these businesses, it's also about making communities better and keeping cultural traditions alive and making local economies stronger. By eating at Latino owned restaurants, shopping at Latin markets, or even getting food from a food truck, you're directly supporting the hard work of owners and making these businesses grow. Latino food businesses have grown all over the country, bringing genuine flavor to communities all over the country. But this growth isn't just about making money, it's also about using food to share culture, traditions, and stories. Latino food from a neighborhood taqueria, a busy food truck, or a family owned market is becoming more popular and loved by more people than ever. We're not only enjoying delicious flavors when we support these businesses, we're also helping to protect a rich cultural heritage by giving hardworking companies a boost. So next time you're deciding where to go out to eat, maybe consider choosing a local Latino restaurant or food truck. Not only will you enjoy an incredible meal that you'll want to eat again and again, but you'll also be and thriving, supporting and thriving business.